This investigation took us to a residence in South Waco where a family was being plagued by paranormal activity. Back in the 1980s, the house was used as a Spanish church. One of the reports from the residents is one of hearing faint organ music late at night with no possible explanation for it. The house stayed uninhabited for 3 years before a company bought it and renovated it. Unconfirmed reports has it that the empty house was used by a satanic-type cult to do whatever they did. Police were called several times by the neighbors complaining of hearing strange chanting coming from inside, but when the police got there, the house was empty and locked. In the late 80s, a supposed drug deal gone bad left a young man dead in the street in front of the house. The wife has seen the apparition of a young man in his 20s standing in the doorway to her bedroom. She has been repeatedly pushed back by an unseen force. She's also begun to get sores on her body for no apparent reason. We began to suspect that an evil force has been unleashed inside the house.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. We're here with McLennan County Paranormal Investigations. We are in a home in South Waco, and I'm just getting ready to do the walkthrough, so I guess just follow me in. Okay, so while the residents are outside, I just wanted to say that the second that Joey and I walked up to the front door, we both felt like there was something very negative in this home. Joey got chills and kind of a sick feeling, and I know that there's something here that is very negative. I don't know what it is yet, but I felt this feeling once before, and I'm 90% sure that it is not human. So as we do a walkthrough, I'm hoping to be able to feel more and get more information. So let's go ahead and get started. And I guess, well, we're in the living room. So again, it's very heavy in this house. My heart is pounding. I got a little bit nauseous there for a few moments. I had to go outside and get some air. But we've got a job to do, and we're here to do it. So I feel like this thing that's here is aware that I'm here and is not happy about it. I don't think it's happy that any of us are here. We are being watched. I can feel it. I can feel its eyes on us as I'm speaking. So, okay, so should we go this way? So, first bedroom. I feel like, no, I don't feel like, I know somebody in this home is being attacked. This thing that's in the house is targeting someone, and I believe it's hurting them, maybe by scratching or making them physically ill. But whatever it is that's going on, it's not good, and it may be more than one person. I get the feeling that this thing, whatever it is, has been brought into this home. Not necessarily by the people that live here, by someone maybe that lived here before, I don't know, but it has been invited into this home. And I almost feel like I thought I saw something on, is there a mirror down there? I thought I saw something move by that mirror, but I almost feel like there's a cemetery somewhere nearby, and that maybe whatever was done was done in the cemetery and invited into the home from there. I don't know how to explain that, but that's what I'm getting.
How far away is the cemetery from here? About 4 or 5 blocks?
4 or 5 blocks, not very
So-
far. That's on like 8th Street, so 4 or 5 blocks that way.
Yeah, it just feels like maybe there was a group of kids that did something stupid in the cemetery and has invited it back. And it's here. And it's been here for quite a while, I believe. Definitely a feeling of being watched. If I'm feeling it, the family's probably feeling it as well. And random noises. I wouldn't even be surprised if they hear like snarls or some sort of vocal sounds coming from this thing. Turn the light on here in the hallway. Oh, it's getting worse as I'm going down the house. Feel like this thing likes to go back and forth through here, keeping an eye on everything. It's very possible that they're being attacked in the shower. I believe it's watching the girls in here. They've got to be creeped out by that. They've just got to be. Master bedroom. I think this thing likes to stand in the door and watch in here. Again, it's got to be, they've got to be feeling like, yeah, I feel like it's close. Whatever this thing is, it's close.
Oh.
Joey's getting the chills again. Yeah. K2's been going off. This thing is following us through the house. It's very curious as to why we're here. Doesn't want us here. Because he knows what we can do, I think. Again, I think they're being touched, possibly scratched. They've got to hear breathing. Like, I mean, this thing is making itself known, and they've got to be able to hear it. I know they hear it. They've got to hear it. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I would be very uncomfortable sleeping in this house. As far as anything else in this room, you know, it could be... You know, like, I get the feeling that the thing likes to get under the bed. Under the bed at night. Yeah, it's going off. Yeah, we know you're here. It may be even, like, push from under the bed. You may even be getting it. This thing's very dangerous. Yeah, K2's going crazy. It knows that we're here, and it doesn't want us here. So, let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the house and see if it follows us. Wow. I don't feel anything else here other than that one entity at this moment. But let's see what happens at the rest of the house. So going back down to the other side of the house. Oh. Something about this mirror is not right either. I don't know where this mirror came from, but it feels very old. Almost, is it blinking? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is a gateway. It doesn't feel right to me. it's making my hand tingle, so it could be a portal. I don't like it. Yeah, something not right with that. We may need to take care of that before we leave. Kitchen.
What do you feel?
We got that flipped all the way to yellow,
Yeah.
just walking in.
This room doesn't feel quite as bad as that area over there so far. Again, it's probably just a feeling of being watched in here. I don't sense that there's any like poltergeist kind of stuff going on in here. Kitchen doesn't feel too bad. I would imagine they do hear sounds in here from time to time, but I think most of the activity is going on back here, although I haven't been back here yet, so let's check this out. Certainly hope those knives aren't being knocked off the wall. Again, it's just a feeling of being watched, I think. It's very possible that they're being attacked in here as well. But I think everybody in this house is in danger. I think they're all being abused and harmed just out of fun, just out of spite for this thing. I don't know. Let's see what this is. The bathroom. Gosh, I don't like it in here either. This thing comes in here when they're having their showers. It comes in here, and I have a very strong feeling that the family feels it in here, or has maybe even seen something move quickly through here, maybe even being attacked while they're in that shower. I don't sense that there's more than one entity or spirit in this house. I think it's just that one inhuman thing that I feel that's here. We just got to try and be able to see what we can do to get rid of that for this family. I mean, we may need to contact our demonologist and see what he thinks. But again, it's that same feeling I had at the Malone house, where it was definitely very, very bad. And I don't know how the family stays here. I really don't. If I were them, I'd pack my family up and get out. So that's basically the walkthrough of this home. And now we'll hear from the homeowners and see what's going on with them, and see what we can do to help them.
Gizmo Guru has the largest selection of paintball guns and accessories. It's the only store that has its own feel, so call them to plan your next party or event. They have the largest selections of airsoft guns in Central Texas. They also carry a large assortment of martial art equipment, swords, and knives. Ghost! We have the largest selection of ghost hunting equipment in Central Texas. Gizmo Guru, 3302 Franklin Avenue, Waco, Texas.
When you're looking for the one store you can trust to have the exact battery you need right when you need it, whether it's for your car, riding mower, motorcycle, laptop, smartphone, watch, plus light bulbs for lamps, floodlights, can lights, appliances, all topped off by helpful experts, it's easy to see why nobody else stacks up to batteries plus bulbs. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries plus bulbs. Trust the plus.
Hello, we're fixing to do the walkthrough with the homeowners now.
Hi. Hi.
Have y'all ever had any seances or anything like that around here?
I will
Or
not.
Ouija boards?
I don't
or,
like those things. No. No, I don't like those things.
Which way do we want to go?
Which, we can go back this way. This back here, this one is his son's room. Have you felt it back here, babe?
I feel it the moment I walk through that
Come on,
hallway.
lead 'em back.
Felt what? Explain what you felt.
I felt like there was maybe someone either standing beside me or behind me. Kind of just like that eerie, like someone's watching me feeling.
Definitely a feeling of being watched. If I'm feeling it, the family's probably feeling it as well. And random noises.
I know when I lived back in this room in high school, I've always had that feeling where someone was holding me down in my sleep and I couldn't get up. I've had hands touch me on my back, and I've had someone sit beside me on the side of my bed as well.
Anybody ever been scratched or?
No.
I've
no,
had
not that I
things
can
come
think
up
of.
and I didn't know how they got there.
What kind of
But
things?
I mean, like little marks, maybe a scratch or so, bruises. I get bruises and I don't know where they come from.
This thing that's in the house is targeting someone, and I believe it's hurting them, maybe by scratching or making them physically ill.
Whenever you were talking about all that, did you have animals then? Did they react to anything?
I don't think I had my dog at the time. No, I think
What
it was
about
just
now?
me.
Yes, my dog. My dog will bark at one certain area. He will just stop and
Let me
stare.
stop just a second. Does that do that a lot? The toilet recycle?
Yes.
Okay.
What was that?
The dog.
The dog,
sitting
the-
in one spot.
Right,
or-
sitting in one spot, just start growling. When we were sitting in the living room one time, he started looking up at this part here and just went to growling, just like, and I kept saying, "What are you doing? There's nothing there." Which, I know animals are sensitive, you know, but that's the area that we're barking in, up in this area.
I know that there's something here that is very negative. I don't know what it is yet, but I felt this feeling once before, and I'm 90% sure that it is not human.
Y'all ever hear anything or?
I do. I hear things. I don't know if she does. I hear stuff in this other room.
I've heard things, but I've also seen more black shadows than anything.
Okay.
Like, I could be maybe eating dinner or something in the kitchen or sitting in the living room playing with my daughter, and I see just something just go right
How old's
past
your
me.
daughter?
She's 11 months.
Does she ever
Yes,
like she's following something?
react to
Yes.
react to something move.
all the time. All the time.
Anything ever happen in the bathroom?
This is theirs, so I have no clue.
In case we need to go, I don't.
No, not that I can think of, no.
You ever feel like you're being watched while you're taking a shower?
You know I have, yes. And I'll actually peek out of the shower to see if anybody's there.
This one or your back there? Or
This one right
that
here.
one?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. And there's no one there. And then I'll continue what I'm doing and maybe just hear a little bit more rumbling going on, and I'll peek out. And there's no one there. So, yeah.
I believe it's watching the girls in here. They've got to be creeped out by that. They've just got to be.
I haven't felt anything back here lately. It's more or less in that hallway. I feel a lot more activity in the hallway than anything.
I feel like this thing likes to go back and forth through here, keeping an eye on everything.
Okay. In this corner, I have been hearing organ music.
Organ music.
Organ music. This used to be a Spanish church. I don't know what they did to it. They changed it up or something when they moved it. In this area, I hear organ music. I can get up, go through the house, check everything. Everybody's TVs, radios, phones, nothing. I can walk outside. There is no music on. Nobody's out. Nothing.
Is
No
there a
cars.
particular time of day or night this happens?
It's
or-
mostly at night and when I hear it. I have right here, I saw a young man. I'm not really sure how old he was. He was probably from about graduating high school age, probably to early 20s. He stood just like this. I sat up on the side of the bed. He turned to me and he looked. He had a knife in his hand. And it was the most evilest look that he gave me. I have sat right here on this bed right here before, trying to gain myself before I stood up. Something pushed me back and just shoved me back. It wasn't me falling back fall. It was something pushed me back like, don't get up. And then I tried it again. And it happened again, and I'm thinking, oh, come on, I know I'm not drunk, I'm not that badly medicated that I'm falling down like this.
It's very possible that they're being attacked in here as well. But I think everybody in this house is.
So, I have felt somebody touch my hair.
What about voices, footsteps, anything
I
like
hear
that?
voices. I hear people talking, and I don't know who they are.
English, Spanish?
English.
Is it like full-out voices or whispers or?
It's full out voices, but I really can't make out what they're saying. You know,
So it's like muffled.
Right. Right.
Mine's kind of the same with her. I can't really hear anything, but I hear more or less like a man's voice,
Like maybe a
deep-
TV's on way on the other side of the house.
something
Like that, kind of
Yeah.
a muffled.
Hi, this is Cindy and Becky. We have Susan and Brenda. We are here in their home and the master bedroom. We're over off of LaSalle, trying to figure out what's going on. They've been having some issues, so we're going to do an EVP session and see if we can get some responses. Will you turn that flashlight off for me so we can start asking questions? How old are you? About 10? Can you turn that off? Oh, the other way. You do know that one means yes, so you're going to answer our questions, correct? Are you just trying to make us believe you're a kid? Are you just trying to fool us? Is that what you're trying to do, make us believe you're a child? Remember, the black flashlight's for yes and the silver one's no. Or you can go over there and touch that red thing and light it up. Why don't you try that? Yeah, it's noisy. We like the noisy. We like the pretty colors. We have the Rem-Pod set up, and it's supposed to detect energy around it. and it will go off. No.
What else you have over there?
We have the two K2 meters, and sometimes we get responses from them because they also pick up energy, an electrical field. Can you turn the flashlight back off? And the last question I asked is, are you trying to fool us? And it said no. That's the no flashlight. So can you turn it off? Yes. Well, okay.
Now you have two to turn off. Can you turn them both off?
Were you just standing in the doorway? I thought I saw a shadow behind Becky. Turned my head and didn't see it then, huh? Are you the one malfunctioning our equipment? Remember, the black flashlight means yes, and the silver one means no.
And come talk to us now. We kept turning the light on a while ago when we weren't ready. Have you been bothering these people?
Go ahead and
Yeah, go ahead
you can
and
ask
talk,
anything
talk
if you
loud
want.
when you talk, don't whisper.
Are you the young man that I saw standing in the doorway? You scared me that day. You were there and you disappeared really fast. Have you always lived here?
What's that fan?
What?
I keep hearing something. Like almost like whispering or something. I don't know if it's them in the other room
Oh, there's no way.
or are they outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess it's not them then.
Well, I'm gonna knock. Maybe it would be easier for you to knock. Can you answer this for me?
Are you experiencing any unexplainable noises or activity in your home or office, or do you know someone who does? Please contact us at 254-749-5839, or you can email us at mcpi@live.com.